Okay, it's happening. Hi, I'm Nikki. Aloha, I'm Nick. This is my first attempt to make a live video on YouTube explaining my shiz. The reason why today, of all days, I don't know, I decided that I wanted to look up other people who have DID, or at least say they do, and there's this one girl, Tasha Payton or something, something like that. I don't know. Why is my hair doing this? Anyway, okay. You're not off to a good start, Nick. You're not off to a good start. People want to hear real words. Okay, so let me fix my hair and then I can speak. The camera is crooked, so there you go. Okay. Currently, right now, I'm on medication. I'm on medication that was prescribed for bipolar disorder. I was diagnosed with bipolar disorder 3 years ago because of a tragedy that I don't want to talk about that happened to me that started the dissociation more so than anything else I've ever experienced in life. When I dissociate, it is very noticeable, and I'm going to play a video of what it's like to be in a dissociated state of consciousness. I'd really like to have my beanie right now. I don't know where it is. That would be nice. I do know where it is. Okay, I'm going to go get my beanie. And I'm going to go play this. Oh, look, it's 11/11 on June 1st. 11111. That's a good sign. So, dissociative identity disorder is commonly not accepted. It is commonly, I don't know the word I'm looking for. I'm sick right now and I don't feel well. I want to make this video to show how real I am. I'm literally just woke up a little bit. Well, I didn't just wake up, but I am in the same state of just waking up. I haven't tried very hard to do anything yet this morning, and I don't feel good. Dissociative identity disorder is dismissed by most psychologists as something that is not real, something that people fake, and there are lots of people on the internet who fake this, and it's not something that is fun. It is not something that is nice to deal with. It's not something that you want to pretend you have for attention. It has destroyed my life in many, many ways. But it is who I am. It is who I am. And since taking medication, I feel like there is a part of me that is dead. Because I am being prescribed medication for bipolar disorder, which is not something I believe I have. And if I do have it, I do believe it is only certain alters that have bipolar disorder. That's hard to understand because how could that be? If you have bipolar disorder, you have bipolar disorder, right? No. If DID is real and all the studies that they have had with people who say, sometimes I'm diabetic and sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I can write with my left hand and sometimes I can't. It is a altered state of consciousness that has altered everything, okay? So not all the time, not everything is different, but it is possible that I have bipolar disorder, but it's not all the time. And the reason why I know this is because the only time I have what is called manic episodes, which is what the doctors have diagnosed me with, and it only comes with trauma, like with a traumatic thing that happens. And my hair is insane. And normally bipolar disorder comes and goes in waves. And for me, it is only when there is something traumatic that happens in my life that snaps me into dissociating, which is why I don't believe I have bipolar disorder. I do believe I can be manic, but that can also be because I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder, which is similar to bipolar disorder in a lot of ways. And I would say definitely that is what affects me the most, is the BPD aspects of my brain. But when it comes to DID, I can prove that it is real. I can prove that I have it. And if you can tell me that you've ever heard anyone speak like this or act like this, and then how I am now, like completely different, tell me what it is. If it's not my mind separated into different parts of me. I am one self, but my mind can turn into altered states of reality for me. So that means I can sometimes be a kid. I can sometimes be a monster, like truly. I can sometimes, I have no idea how many alters I have. I have no understanding of that. Oh, I don't know what happened. It's still going. Okay. I don't alters names. My name is Nikki. I go by Nick if you love me. Little Nick is kind of how I my computer is messing up. Little Nick is how I clump together all the littles, okay? The smaller childlike alters. And let's just say when I'm the defender and the protector, that's like the dark side of Nikki. And I don't give myself separate names because shoot. I'm gonna try to start this over again once I'm done. I don't give myself separate names because I am one self, and I understand that my altered states of consciousness are all still me, just a little different, or a lot different, depending on how you see it. But I am one self. This is what it's like to have a DID episode where sometimes it can last hours, days, weeks, months, depending on what happened and the trauma they experienced. This episode happened after my dog Dobby passed away in a very tragic way. This is how my brain helps me escape pain. It is a defense mechanism, and it has helped me and saved my life in many ways. We're just going to play this and you can see for yourself.
I love you, Lonnie.
This is
now are you calling me?
me talking to my grandmother.
It's a really TLDR, which stands for too long didn't read story, which I don't read. I manipulate my mind into knowing the past, present, and future of my friends and family members known as weed. It's called marijuana. I think you know about it. Anyway, I think we're drug dealers known as pioneers, known as uranium makers, which is the posh spice version of humanity's existence through the eyes of a child that only knows peace and happiness if her dad is happy. Her dad can only be happy if his dog is happy. His dog is her, which is imaginary stuffed animal known as a dog. And
I don't know what you're talking about.
no, you're a liar. You're a dirty liar, Grandma. I love you. I'm sorry. Marissa is beautiful. She has big boobs because she has big boobs, and she can eat cookies whenever she wants.
I don't know what you're talking about, Nikki.
Marissa can eat cookies whenever she wants, Grandma.
Marissa can eat cookies whenever she wants.
She does.
I connect everything in my mind to everything.
Maybe she's down, just like me. Just think for it.
This is a childlike, altered state of mind.
Wow, she's gonna tell me wisdom, and I'm gonna shut the fuck up and listen. This is really happening. No, can you fix it? No, I don't know what. Please answer, God. Please, this is my God, known as my cousin. She knows everything. Please answer. Please answer. I'm not dead. You're not dead. We know things, but I don't know. There is peace and fear. I know nothing, but you know everything. You are older. You are wiser. I'm sorry for always saying you're my baby cousin.
Please leave your message for 61991365770.
Shh. Marissa, okay, we're gonna whisper about it in regular time.
Please don't call my cousin.
Because, oh my God, everything is real. And I don't know, actually, it's all not fake. And you knew that my mind snapped when you were gonna have DNA logical boobs bigger than mine. So that is why I had to hate you for your boobs, but I disguised myself into hatred for grandma, which was the kryptonite of you, which is the bane of me, which is you hating me for hating grandma, which I actually called grandma a cunt. And I know I'm going to hell for that, but if hell equals the love of your life that knows that word, and then you say it with pride because you think that you're saving Uranus, known as Neptune, known as, I don't know about Jesus, I don't know about some stuff, but do you know that thing that we pretend is fucking God rocks? That what? I always was confused about that. And then you were just wise and you were just like, Nikki has to do it in her own weird way because she likes cartoons and she likes cartoons and she likes cartoons because she's longer and looser. And we weren't blood relatives and that was fine. But you were me and I was you. And I'm going to die if you don't exist. And if you aren't a lesbian, then I get to go into Jasmine Land with all of our lesbian friends when we get to look down at the dicks and then say, ha 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 ha. When it rains, you are being jizzed on by everything that you thought was humanity before your eyes were burned off. And you know that that means you're my twin flame and that shit exists. It's your cousin, not your brother, not your mother. Fuck that shit. I will die for you, my queen of human nature, everything, just because you're older and I suck, but Amanda is still my slave, so that makes sense. We three understood life and everything in that trailer park when we laughed for days and pickles were nothing except pretend Pringles with jokes on them that remember what they said, remember you remember like I remember, and nobody understands this, but we are magical creatures and we think that we can't be like this. But then when we are salt pepper, when we are red hot chili peppers separate from each other, we die inside and then we wonder where everyone else is. But if we was just you and me, and then it wouldn't be fun, it would be fine, it would be great. We wouldn't be insane. I don't know how you're doing, but appreciate the fact that you actually took it into your sexual beingness instead of you insanityness. You were just like, well, I could be insane and I could figure out the DSM-5 and the logicalness of everything is nothing except human beings are money, known as human beings, which is medicine, which is you're retarded, which is Mount Rushmore is actually Nicolas Cage in a box, which is our family of life. And we are goddesses known in the history of everything in the making. Grandma is literally the definition of Tinkerbell. And you know my dad, there isn't literally anyone on the planet that couldn't be him. And duh, Jesus was a weird name. I didn't like it, but nobody else is actually really named that. But can we just call it Larry the Lobster and then everything makes sense and I fucking want to kill myself, but not if you exist and tell me about religion, because that is what we just did. We did religion in the knowingness of I have been separate, and then with the parent trap, Lindsay Lohan is a twin.
Your recording has reached the maximum length. To replay your message,
I just
press
need
1.
my,
To delete and re-record your message, press 3.
fuck you.
For delivery options,
But I love you.
press 4.
I'm sorry
To
for
send
everything,
back,
but this,
press 6.
she
To
understands.
cancel this message,
This is my
press
therapy.
star. To
Shh.
send this message now,
No.
press pound or hang up.
Listen to it again.
To replay your message, press 1. To delete,
Okay, listen it with intention.
okay,
Like
we're
real
gonna whisper about
life.
it in regular time because it's just me.
Just my
Oh
family.
my God, everything is real, and I don't know. Actually, it's all not fake.
I look like a
And
mess.
you knew that my mind snapped when you were gonna have DNA logical boobs bigger than mine. So that is why I had to hate you for your boobs. But I disguised myself into hatred for grandma, which was the kryptonite of you, which is the thing of me,
Pizza.
which is you hating me for hating grandma, which I actually called grandma a cunt. And I know I'm going to help
The
with that.
days of
because
happiness
the
were
love of your
only
life
with
that
you,
knows
and
that
then I
word.
died
And then you say it with pride because you think
to
you're
save
saving
humanity
me
for
for
our
it.
existence.
and actually just the
But
cage
that
and
thing
real treasure.
that is fucking God rocks this. What? I always forget about that. And then you were just like,
We just wanted to have pictures in our fucking family that burned down in a house.
And we weren't blood
I'm
relatives.
sick.
And I'm fine. You were me, and I was you. I'm gonna die if you don't exist. And if you are a lesbian, then I get to go into Jasmine land with all of our lesbian friends. When we get to look down at the dicks and then say, ha 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 ha. When it rains, you are being jizzed on by everything that you thought was humanity before your eyes were burned off. And you know that means you're my twin flame and that shit exists. If your cousin, not your brother, not your mother, fuck that shit. I will die for you, my queen of human nature.
Fuck Amanda. Amanda was everything. I mean, I love you, but Amanda was just Amanda. It's a forever in the name of punk rock and kill yourself. Known as Finally Happiness in the norm of Christina Ricci and Casper are our friends, known as humanity, known as pizza. If you want to live Tinkerbell and everything as you ever known as a fairy and you've killed it all, and now you will know Neverland, which is your existence, known as Jesus Christ Superstar, known as my dad, known as a hippie, known as Toastin who got to beat my ass only so my dad could say he did it once in the name of someone stupid named a Jewish guy who was fucking stupid named Jewish Toastin, and I hate him. So one person can be hated. So there's the yin yang, and I know that dude, and I know that dude that got his head cut off by the dragon named Chester that was actually just a dragon named Khaleesi is a dragon, and you are a dragon. If you know what, dragons are real based on me and Marissa 555. Fuck your life. Is Earth great enough for you? Yeah. Whose greatest grandma was ever questioned because of my hatred for myself and everything perfect about my life?
Tell me about religion. That is what we did. We did religion in the knowingness of I have been separate and with the parents have. To replay your message.
One more time, we have to listen.
To delete and
Okay, now one more time.
Okay, we're gonna go through about it like this, but then when we are my dad, seriously, look, because no longer was insane, and I couldn't figure out the grandma cut.
Be on your dick.
Die for you,
Truman Show.
and you.
It's not Earth anymore. If I don't want it to be like me.
Before your eyes were burned off.
Where are my wings at?
And you know that means you're my twin flame and that shit exists.
Violet.
If your cousin, not your brother, not your mother, fuck that shit. I will die for you, my queen of human nature everything. Just because you're older and I suck, but Amanda is still my slave, so that makes sense. We three understood life and everything is nothing. In the knowingness of I have been separate and with the parents have. To replay your message, press 1. To delete and re-record your message, press 3. For delivery options, press 4. To send a fax, press 6. To cancel this message, press star. To send this message now, press pound or hang up. Your message has been sent. Thank you for calling.
11111 411. Message to messages. Cool. Okay. Who else do I need to apologize for? Everything and nothing of. Let's just go from the beginning. Abdul Airport. Let's look at that one to see if maybe we can get a ride to.
The subscriber you have dialed.
Okay. Mark there. Pilot. Okay. So that was a lot. Do I seem like the same person as that girl who was talking about what the F? What was I talking about? I somehow am able to connect everything to everything in my imagination station, which is known as, that's me as a kid. That's me as a child-like state of mind, where I talk a mile a minute. I'm creating imagination just as I go. I just come up with this stuff. I actually really find, oh, excuse me. I actually really find the way that I speak and the way that, excuse me, the way that I am when I'm like this. I enjoy it when I'm not hurting anyone with my words, because I feel like a little kid. I feel like a child, and that's a good feeling, especially when you're sad. But this is happy. Let's try to find something that's a little more dark.
Some crazy naked chick. Miley Cyrus. Just one for you.
I can't show this because this is me naked.
Are you a star or are you a sun? Or are you a snake? Or are you a genie in the bottle?
This is
Aguilera.
very hard to watch. Naked, singing Blink-182 with fake tattoos covering my nips.
It was not Britney Spears. It was Christina Aguilera.
When I'm in a dissociative state, the point of what I'm trying to do is to escape the reality that I'm living in. The reality that I was in was that my dog died and I could not handle it. So I create a different world that I can think about anything else than the sadness. And it's a defense mechanism that saves me, even if it seems like what it does is hurt me. But if I didn't have DID in the state of mind that I was in when my dog died, I would have probably killed myself if I wasn't able to escape that pain. DID is a defense mechanism that comes from having childhood abuse to the extreme levels, all of which I experienced. We don't need to talk about my childhood right now. Come here, Peach. But when it comes down to someone like, what's her name? I'll tag her in this so maybe people will watch it because she's really popular. She just had a baby. Peach. She just had a baby, and I was looking through all of her videos to see if she still talks about having DID now that she's had a baby and her life seems to be a little bit different. I'm a little late on responding to all of this because her popular videos was when, she was on the internet like 4 years ago. Tasha Payton, I think is her name. Anyway, she's the fakest person I've ever seen in my life. And she does not have DID. She might have indeed some mental health disorders, but it is not dissociative identity disorder. She's faking that shit. And she had this video that she just magically captured herself in the kitchen trying to eat Doritos and fruit roll up, and then she got sick afterwards, and it just made me want to rip my skin off to see someone lying through their teeth about what they have because they want attention. I have hundreds of videos like this in lots of different states of mind. I record myself to better help myself because I do not have a doctor that tells me I have DID. I have a doctor that says you have bipolar disorder. I have a doctor who says, you have PTSD, anxiety, la, 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 la. But when it comes down to it and I say, hey, I have altered states of consciousness where I think differently, act differently, sound differently, I can do things that are different. Sometimes I can write with my left hand. Sometimes I can sing really well, and sometimes I can't. Sometimes I can play the keyboard like I'm Mozart. Like, I know this is true about my brain. I have gone back to school for psychology recently, so I can diagnose myself. One day I will do that. Like, I will go all the way and I will write my own dissertation about myself, because no one is going to know my mind better than me, and no one wants to acknowledge this. And that's fine. I don't need acknowledgement from other people. The reason for my videos and the reason why I'm making this, and I'm hopefully going to start a real YouTube channel where people can watch it and people can understand, is to help other people, because I have gone through the ringer when it comes to what DID can do to your life. I've been in a mental hospital 9 times, at least. I've been prescribed plenty of different drugs, none of which have really helped me. The drug that I'm on right now is something that helps lots of things. It helps autism, which I'm also autistic. That's not apparent. I basically suppress my emotions with this drug. So when my emotions are suppressed, I am less likely to dissociate, but I still dissociate on this medication because it's not meant for dissociation. It's meant for calming my mind, basically by giving me suppressors in my brain. And it helps, I guess, a little, but there's a part of me that feels like I'm dead because I don't get to be like this anymore. I don't get to feel the creative imagination that I have when I can get in this kind of state of mind. I've been contemplating taking myself off of medication recently because I don't like the fact that I'm suppressing who I am. And it's something that I was able to control for 29 years of my life before the Humane Society stole my animals and made me want to not live anymore. My emotional support animals that I had for half my life. And they took them from me because Hawaii and not understanding that people are different. I have taken my time to acknowledge the pain that I experience every day, and I block it out a lot. But I don't want to block it out anymore. I want to experience it, and so I'm going to make a YouTube channel showing all of my shiz. The next video I have won't be like this on an iPad. I'll figure out a way to actually upload it. And hopefully I can help people, because someone like Tasha, whatever her name is, she's not helping people. She's just getting attention. She doesn't care about people who are actually suffering from this mental health disorder. She just wants likes and hearts and whatever, and people to look at her gross face. I'm sorry, but that girl just, she put too much filler in that. She doesn't look like a human anymore. Anyway, I'm going to stop being judgmental. I hope this video helps somebody somewhere, maybe, if anyone watches it. There will be more. Thanks for watching. Stay true to yourself, because that's the only person that you will ever be. Love you. Aloha. Peace. In the middle